Again, and welcome to African Union Television live on Facebook, YouTube, and all our social handles. Friday, 19th December 2025, still counting. Matters-Kwesi, Amankwa, having in the studio regular guest, Honorable Inusah, Bauh, the PNC Regional Chairman, Mujub, Ronaldo, also here, Assembly Member for Wangara Line. Yeah, also have discussions with us. Ghana Matters is the program. Good morning, welcome to gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Very well. Ronaldo, I believe everything is fine.
Nice grace.
They thought we were coming to play football here. Guys are. But why did you leave?
Thank you very much for this. Okay, in fact, let me see. Briefly. In fact, during my primary days, I was a very good footballer.
Wow.
Primary up to teachers. I think it was in 1998 World Cup, France 1998 World Cup that I got the name Ronaldo.
Wow.
Because of my style of scoring, the enthusiasm, the energy I use in playing and scoring. I was Cristiano Ronaldo by complex. Since then, I've always been called Ronaldo. My letter area, many popularly call me by the name Ronaldo. So, those who didn't know the beginning of that think I am Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
As I say, mine is not Cristiano, but the original Ronaldo. That is Ronaldo Luis Nazario de Lima of Brazil.
When we're beaten by 3 goals to
0. But very unfortunate experience. I couldn't sleep down. I wept till daybreak. For France to score Brazil 3 goals to 0.
Yes.
Ronaldo.
No, but when the Danny is the Danny and Owe, Joe Kefren, guys, we're brutal.
But Brazil equally. That was when we had Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Bebeto, Zero Beto, Dunga, Carlos, Cesar Sampaio, Junior Baiano, goalkeeper Tafarel. Very excellent squad. But unfortunately, Ronaldo was wounded, was highly injured on the final day.
My PM will invite you when there are sports.
And I will really appreciate it.
Oh, very well.
Yes.
Very well. Very well. So how many goals did you score?
In fact, countless number of goals. If I want to mention, I know, this question is not specific. It's ambiguous.
Sure. So we need to have time that we discuss this sometime, someday, somewhere. Thank you very much.
But one thing I can recollect, when I was on my prime days, training session, I used to call 4 goals. Training at Jaco Park. My coach was Coach Faisa, and later TM Ibrahim, who is currently coaching at Jaco Park. They know me very well.
Very well. Very honorable. Yes, need to start.
Yeah.
I believe you asked the question behind the scene, and he's answered the question.
Yeah.
Very well. Honorable, welcome once again.
Thank you, my brother.
Now, let me start with difficulty back calling for the removal of the EC chair. Also refer to the Chief Justice. Okay. What is your take?
Good morning to you and good morning to your various viewers. I think it's in the right direction. Difficulty is a Ghanaian, a politician. Know very well that now of politics, we all know with the lots of difficulty since that something that not being as the voice to talk. But the thing is that is the general secretary of the governing party. So I would have wished he stays away from these comments to allow some of us to. So yeah, so I agree that he also have the right, but for his position, government's political party, they are in power. Welded everything. He's part of cabinet. So I would have wished this away from that, from those comments, so that people will not say, "Oh, the NDC and the government are banned." Any Ghanaian who knows what the Mensa deputies did, wish that they should. Nobody know that people hate them, but they are so incompetent. And I keep on telling people that I am surprised at the level at the competence of Mensa, because the Mensa was part of IE. IE has made a very remarkable height in the Ghana political system. But if you talk about organizations or non-governmental organizations who has contributed so much to the development, the strengthening of Ghana's democracy.
Remember, they were even organizing
exactly
debates for presidential
not the debate
aside that
they have even trained Ghanaian politicians. I am a benefiter of their work, and they support government or political parties in putting out their bills. Yeah, because they sometimes were paying the general secretary of all the political parties, because they thought, as a general secretary of a political party, you should have the whole time in doing the work of the party. And so they don't want a person who complain that, oh, I am doing this, I'm not doing that, and for that matter, I don't have the time to work for the party. We want you to have a very full time. And so they engage general secretaries as officers of the party to have a very full time working for the party.
I mean,
so all the political parties.
All political parties.
Yeah, that time the parties I know was the PNC, the NDC, the MPP, CPP. They were the vibrant political parties with general secretaries that IE was paying. And so IE has done a lot of work for Ghanaians and the Ghana political parties. And so G. Mensa is one of their members in that time. And so coming from IE, and if you are talking about reforms in this democratic era, this form of power, IE has led a lot of reforms. They have led Ghana politics or Ghana politicians to make a lot of reforms. And so sitting outside and watching the game and strengthening the path today is given to you, and it is difficult for you to do it. It's a matter of worry. And so I was confident at the time G. Mensa G. Mensa was appointed as the EC chair, because I know the work the IE has done to this country. And so based on that experience and what they were telling the EC to do, I was having the hope that the Mensa would do wonders. Unfortunately, I don't know and I can't tell whether it was out of arrogance or she has seen that the whole power has come to her and that she can do whatever she wants. Even it got a time when everybody in this country was crying for activities. The Otunfo Osei Tutu also came in by inviting her this woman refused to attend the invitation of the revered king. You understand? So this is the level at which Jean Mensa has taken or carried herself to. It got a time the court system even feared Jean Mensa, that Jean Mensa should not be called to come and answer questions. When a whole doctor, if you talk about Ghana's democracy, it was built around what is it?
Dr.
Afarajan. But he went to court, he was in the box, answering questions. But Jean Mensa became somebody that even the court system feared to ask questions. And so they said no, there was no need for her to come and be at the witness box. And so this is the level that she has taken the electoral commission to. Talking about this Lepe, what and what. Look, that day I heard one of the authority MPs talking about Kandai being that the clerk to parliament letter that he wrote means that Kandai is going to be there without an MP. I said, wow, a whole constituency were made not to vote. And that constituency lived without an MP for 4 good years. And nobody seemed to be care about what happened then. And so all this is dimensions because it was a day that the very day that we were going to vote, that dimension recalled the parliamentary ballots and asked them to vote for only presidential. And so the other day I was saying that Ronaldo Akufo-Addo and then the MPP, they were lawless and they come to govern a country with lawlessness. You understand? Because that time, what the Mensa did, he was supposed to be held to the law. Unfortunately, we don't care about what the law says. Because you can't disenfranchise anybody from going to elect the person they want. But they did it and went scot-free. A lot of things happen in this country when it comes to the activities of the Electoral Commission. So if today some people are calling for a head, I think it is in a good direction, except that I would have wished difficulty in the rest of the governing party they stay back and allow some of us to talk for Ghanaians. Because if we are talking, people knows that we are saying the facts. But if they are talking, what people will say, even though it is the fact, people will say that because you are in government, because you are in power, that is why you want to use your power to do something that is not understand. And so I would have wished he stays back and allow some of us to talk so that we do the needful. Obviously, I think it's because of the Chief Justice. Let's see, because of the removal of the Chief Justice. That is why it has delayed up to this time. The Mensa was supposed to. That should be my perception. But I think she should have been away by now. It is long overdue. The Mensa, and if she was a principled, if she is
Honorable Inusah, are you saying this because Bernard Mona was disqualified? Are you saying because of
that? Can be another thing. I have been discussing the Mensa and the EC, not now. I've been discussing them. You understand? And so I remember there was a time that we had a workshop somewhere. And I told them the work they are doing is not satisfactory to Ghanaians. And so it is not because of the PNC's rejection, but it will be part of it. You see, when I was mentioning what they did, I didn't mention that one. And so I knew that if I should mention it, people will say because she, rejected my party.
Yes.
But that shouldn't be the case. Yes. But the thing is that her work, she's so incompetent. She's so incompetent. I don't want to use the word arrogant, but that should be the case, because looking at the way, you see, when you are doing something, people talk and you don't take into consideration, you want to do whatever you think is good for you. You see, you alone doesn't have the autonomy over Ghanaians. It is Ghanaians who employ you. It is Ghanaians who finance you. And so when Ghanaians are speaking, you must at least pull on the brakes and then listen to, you understand? Listen to Ghanaians so that you do the needful. But when you say you don't want to listen to anybody, as if you have the wisdom, you understand? So I think it is long overdue, but I think it has started. Let's see how it will end. Wow. And I know very well, since it has started, it will end well by making sure that the Mensa, he must go. Because Masari must go. He must go. We are doing Ghana work, not a political party work. And so if the Mensa, Masari, and the rest are doing political party work, the EC is not a political party work. It's a Ghana work. They must work for Ghana and not a political party.
Thank you very much, Honorable Inusah. Ronaldo.
Boss.
What if Equity also, National Secretary, EC also, coming in to say that he backs the removal of the EC chairperson. And Honorable Inusah is saying that stay away from it. It shouldn't be so much political. What is your take?
Thank you very much for this fine opportunity. In fact, this is my maiden show on this platform, and I'm very grateful.
Thank you.
And to my letter.
Sure.
Commission remover, it is not something that is hidden. It is something that is on the mouths of many Ghanaians. Many Ghanaians are calling for the removal of the Electoral Commission. And then even people living outside Ghana, because of what transpired in 2020 elections, 2024, and even limited registration exercises. If you could remember what transpired in 2020 elections, when many people lost their lives, several others got wounded, it drew the attention of people, Ghanaians living outside Ghana, and even people who are not Ghanaians, because it wasn't like elections that turned into bloodshed, people running helter-skelter. It was unfortunate. So I'm saying, Fifi Kote was interviewed and he gave his opinion about it. And it is an opinion that many people have given already, including our able national chairman, Johnson Asidin Ketia. So I would have sided with my brother when it was something that is hidden, something that was not public. Then you would say that, oh, as a senior party figure, a scribe of the great NDC party, who have said it, that one I would have said it with him. but something that is known, is not hidden. A toddler, a day-old child, when he's been interviewed about the performance of electoral commission, whether or not they should be maintained, the toddler will say no.
It's already
outrightly.
in the public domain, and there are discussions going on.
Yes.
And that has to be
Yes.
removed.
Yes.
Or
And
is it performance, incompetence, or what?
so many things.
I'll
I'll come to the
Very
details of it. And then Fifi didn't organize press conference to utter that particular statement. It was an interview, and as part of his presentation, that question was posed to him, and he indicated his opinion, which is admirable, understood, and embraced by several Ghanaians. Now, see, I would normally want to present my argument or my submission in reliance of provisions in the Constitution, particularly with this particular topic. Now, it is not for nothing that the 1992 Constitution, or the framers of the 1992 Constitution, has designated a particular article in the Constitution of Ghana, indicating the Electoral Commission, its mandate, its workings and activities. With your permission, let me read. Article 43 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana has espoused that there shall be an Electoral Commission of Ghana which shall consist of a chairman, 2 deputy chairmen, and 4 other members. That is briefly under Article 43. Then when you go to Article 45 of the Constitution, will also give you the functions of the Electoral Commission. For the sake of time, 1, they to compile the register of voters and revise it at such periods as may be determined by law. Demarcate electoral boundaries. Let me even leave that. Article 45E says, undertake programs for the expansion of the registration of voters. Now, this is the mandate that is given to the Electoral Commission.
So where did they go wrong?
I'm coming to that. So, specifically, it has defined the powers of the Electoral Commission, which Electoral Commission has to work within this framework. But before I even go to the details, there is one Russian writer, a political writer, and a novelist by name, the name is a bit lengthy, Count Lev Nikolaevich Tolstoy, and shortly he is known as Leo Tolstoy. He once said that an arrogant person considers himself perfect. And then, if I mean to explain,
an arrogant
person considers himself perfect. Yes, whatever he or she does, he or she thinks he's perfect. He's doing things outrightly. And that is the position of the Mensa today and the deputies.
Saying that, Master of None. You know, we have another.
Yes.
Yeah. When you think you know everything.
Yes. When you think you know everything.
Jack of all trade.
Exactly.
Master of none.
Yeah, that's it. That is very unfortunate. Those who really know and are very enlightened do not normally boast, but it will speak for themselves. In law, it will say res ipsa loquitur. The matter will speak for itself. Let me come to this. Yes. Continue. So I'm saying, Jean Mensa has dated, brother has even pontificated a number of them. One, the respect of Otunfu or Tutu, Asantehene during the 2020 elections, the suspected Parliament of Ghana initially, when Parliament also summoned him to come and give account of his expenditure. Initially, they called him severally. I think 2020.
It's time to be corrected, but later she won.
Yeah, but as 2020, it started somewhere 2020.
Okay.
But why did he deny? Why did she deny? Would have given just 5 reasons. It was later that he was being overpowered. And you know, we normally try to say she partly plays politics. You know, the trends of politics changed, and he was compelled. He couldn't have done otherwise. And look at one key issues that I cite in total and complete. In the run, Santro Kofi Akpafu indicated to them that they could vote in the. How can you, just less than 24 hours to elections, to come and announce to a particular group of people that they can defend them at the time? That matter lied. Appointed authority was still at the city. This one alone is enough for Electoral Commission to have been sacked. Not even today. Now, it got to a time in 2019, during the 2019 limited voter registration exercise. We all know that there is a particular law, I think, as I was reading, Article 51 has given the mandate of Electoral Commission how it should go about organizing limited registration and expanding of voter register. It is specifically stated, I think, one of the CIs that I will quickly go through and give the actual, but we're dealing with specifics. And we all know that it is something that is widely acknowledged and known that voter limited registration exercises are organized in our various electoral areas where we go to queue and vote during elections. But Electoral Commission under Jimensa, Bosmasare, Samuel Tete, and Apiahene made us to convene or converge at one particular district offices to register for voter ID cards, which many Ghanaians criticized and advised. Many eminent Ghanaians came out to call, including the minority NDC at the time.
And you are pulling your brakes.
Yes. All right. And then our sister political parties, let me even be specific. APC, All People's Congress, LPG, Liberal Party of Ghana, GCPPP,
Why are you mentioning my
NCPP.
parties?
Let me mention, because they all came in. What do you call it? They came out openly to support NDC. That this particular arrangement or decision by Electoral Commission should be rescinded, but she denied. She didn't pay heed. They even pursued to the court. And you know one funny thing that happened? At that time, the outgone or sacked Chief Justice Mame Jetru Asaba Etukono said she was outside the jurisdiction, and therefore the matter should be kept or should be put down for him to come and determine or give judgment. And truly, it happened that way. Before she came to give judgment, the Rise Esther had already ended. So what is the essence of it? So we're saying, for Electoral Commission, it is not only NDC as a political party who is calling for its removal. It is ordinary citizen of Ghanaians, people who don't belong to political parties. We are people who are floating voters. When it is due, they go and sell their franchise and go back to their workplaces. It is not like some of us who are aligned with political parties. I'm a deep-seated NDC, and we have MPPs, my elder brother, PNC. We have chosen it for ourselves. So now, when we speak, and others also come to add their voice, those who don't belong to either of the political parties come to add their voice. It makes it weighty, and it makes it voluminous, and people to come to support. So the Electoral Commission, it is even long overdue. We shouldn't have, by now, Dean Mensah and Apiahene and Bosman shouldn't have been occupying the seat. You know, Apiahene was once upon a time a TESCON, I think, they say, no, for that one, I don't know, but he was a political communicator, communicating, arguing vehemently for NPP in Sunyani. Yes, like myself today, I'm communicating for my party. Tomorrow, if they should appoint me as Electoral Commission, people will raise eyebrows. But now they have set a pace and standard for us to follow. So today it's my party to appoint me to be an Electoral Commission. I don't think Ghanaians will come and speak. Even if they come to speak, we'll call those who come to speak as hypocrites. Because somebody who was wearing MPP colors, going to radio stations, communicating for their parties, and you come and appoint that person to come and be a referee for what do you call it? Elections in Ghana. How can that be possible? So to mention many things done by Electoral Commission, we can mention procurement breaches, and you know her former her procurement breaches. This current G-Mensa fell flat on the ground. She flouted it. One, procurement breaches, and two, assets declaration. When Ghanaians were calling in for her to declare her asset, which is grounded in the law, she didn't, because at that time her appointed authority was occupying the seat of government. That's why we look at it. Apart from that, the biasness. Electoral Commission was shrouded in biasness. There was a time Bosman Asare pontificated on television that NDC, as a political party, that NDC was a problem to the Ghanaian democracy. I think that
should be an allegation.
forgive me, yeah, that's what I'm for now. I will say it as an allegation, but as the discussion goes on, I would like to go through and give you the specifics, because listeners and viewers will want to know.
Yes.
I don't want a situation where they will say it has come to just propagate issue without substantiating.
Sure.
But
Sure.
I know those who are listening and monitoring, and then are friends of social media, can even attest to the fact that he did indicate that NDC is a problem to Ghanaian democracy. A referee of an electoral commission.
Thank you very much, Ronaldo.
So there are so many things that we can stand on them to remove this man. And I'm happy that people, discerning Ghanaians, and they are not NDC, so people have petitioned His Excellency, who has also forwarded it to the Chief Justice to peruse. We'll wait what will come out.
Very well, thank you very much, Ronaldo. Now, Honorable, coming back to you, this is a very simple question. I want to ask, are we going to get or have the likes like Dr. Aferijan in this country?
Oh, there are many people that if we want to get to do the work, we will get them.
Because comparing Aferijan's work with the other, did Yoman's job?
Yes. What I will wish is that after we have been able to remove Jimenez and the rest. Yes.
If she's not removed. Anyway, you continue.
Yeah, I am not preempting for. But what I'm saying is that if we are able to do it, and the president have the opportunity to appoint another person to occupy that office, that should be given to people outside the electoral commission. The president should make sure that we appoint people internal. The people in the electoral commission should be given the opportunity to lead the electoral commission. I have worked with the electoral commission over the years, and I know how competent they are.
Okay.
Yes, I have worked as a regional secretary from the Den Bura Hafo years before becoming the regional chairman. And so I know that the electoral commission, they are doing a very fantastic job. So when given the opportunity, they can do the work well. Going back, you see, the problem we have was that the president, when he was the president then, appointed Charlotte Osei. And so the appointment of Charlotte Osei from the NCC to EC, that has brought the whole confusion. So I will wish that when there's another opportunity, we should make sure that he appoints somebody inside the electoral commission, so that we will not bring different people to come and be raising their shoulders on behalf of the EC.
Thank you very much. We are far behind time. Just about to wrap it up. Let's just look at this one. We have to be looking at it. It's an honor about Rwanda holding monument out of Ghanaian soldiers. That we pray that it doesn't happen again in any other country. What do you about
this? Yeah, I think everything that you do and do it well, you need to be commended. And so the behavior put and the hard work Ghanaian, what is the name? Forces put at the Rwanda during the genocide. I think they need to be commended.
In fact, remember General Anidohun.
Yes, exactly.
Was the commander of
yes. And so, if the Rwandans have recognized their hard work there, and they are, commending or honoring them for what they have done for them, I think that's the best way. Because if somebody has seen the work, how genuine you are, how committed you are, rewarding you or honoring you, I think we are also happy of it. Not only the forces or the armed forces, we are also happy
Ghanaians.
As Ghanaians for what others are doing.
Very well. Brief one to Ronaldo, so we check out.
All right. I think my brother has already said what I will have to say.
Hard work pays.
Yes.
Hard work pays.
Remember, Honorable Aruna Idrisu, the current Minister of Education.
Yes.
My political role model.
Okay.
He inspired me into politics. I've always said that he inspires me to aspire. There was a time we met him. He's resident in Tamale. One thing he said that in every endeavor, I think something I've been as part of his advice was that in every endeavor, it is phenomenal to acknowledge hard work and award accordingly. So I think this thing happened several years ago. And then now our sister country have seen the need to build monuments in honor of what they did for them. It's a plus. And then a very good thing we must all embrace and appreciate. And then this one should also be a learning path for several other countries. When somebody does something, at least even 100 years down, you should not refuse or fail to honor and acknowledge it. The more you acknowledge and award, that is when more of it will happen to you. So we recommend, applaud them for the kind of decision and then initiative that they have undertaken.
Appreciating us for the good job that we did for them.
It's very welcoming.
Very well.
May the Lord bless them and give them the wherewithal and the impetus to be able to undergo what they have about in them.
Very well. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for coming. Anyway, but the food for thought was that arrogant is
not something we should embrace. And then I said, Leo Tolstoy said that an arrogant person considers himself perfect. Arrogant person, somebody who is pompous, but very condescending. Whatever he or she does, he thinks it's right. Like the electoral commission we said. Because if you are an electoral commission, an officer supervising elections in Ghana, and parties involved in this electioneering process, persons you cannot do without, have raised concerns that will help to fine-tune elections, and you say you will not listen to them.
Very much.
You will do what suits you. Then it's not.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Very well. So, messages here. All right. Thank you very much. Some few messages are here. Let me read them out to you. Good morning, show. This is from Ike or Hinasari. Amankwa Wilson, AUTV is the best online television station in the nation. Nana Boache Yadom, I'm watching you live. Kudos to my editor, Emeritus Ajekum. I'm watching you live from home, AUTV, to the moon, African Union Television. Like and share. Thanks so very much. Love you and always be with us on our social media handles. African Union Television, AU online, autvonline.com, aubusiness.com. So thank you very much once again, Mujub, Ronaldo, and Honorable Inusah, the regional chairman for the PNC. God willing, Monday we'll be back on your TV. My name is Kwesi Amankwa, produced under the leadership of DK Wins.